What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to another video on high altitude investing. In today's video, we are going to be talking about Theta in the short term as well as in the bigger picture. So let's get right into it. All right, so starting off here on the smaller time frame, as you can see, Theta is forming a triangle pattern. So we have a nice triangle pattern forming here on the daily candlesticks, and I believe we will find support at the bottom of this triangle, start to break out here on the daily, which will lead to a bigger picture breakout, which we'll talk about in a second. But this triangle here on the daily candlesticks is something I'm personally watching, and I believe we will see a bullish breakout of this triangle. So watch for a break above the resistance at around 88 cents, and that will really confirm that we are breaking above this triangle and headed for more upside. Now on the 5-day candlesticks, we have a classic ABC correction. So you can see wave A right here, wave B right here, and wave C right here. So that's an ABC correction. Very classic structure in the market, and definitely a reason to be buying Theta down here is 78 cents as a result of us being near the bottom of this ABC correction. I really love this setup, and I believe we will see a strong reversal as a result of this ABC correction on the 5-day candlesticks. The other thing that you can see here on the 5-day candlesticks is we are landing on two major horizontal support. So we have our horizontal support level that we formed back in 2023, and we landed back onto that level. So it's really smart to be buying support, especially down at these levels, because I believe we will see a strong reaction off of these lower support levels. Now, because this is an ABC correction, that means we would be expecting a 5-wave impulse. So watch for a big breakout here on the 5-day candlesticks all the way up to a new local high, up above these resistance levels that we formed at around $3.70. So on both the daily candlesticks and on the 5-day candlesticks, we see bullishness and reasons to be buying. So let's talk a little bit about the bigger picture and what's coming for Theta, as well as targets, potential targets by the end of 2026 and targets by the end of 2029. So my target for Theta by the end of 2026 would be $55 per coin. As you can see, it looks a lot like the old Ethereum fractal before Ethereum broke out all the way to a new all-time high. And if you do the Fibonacci extensions, you can see that if Theta does the same thing Ethereum did, that would take us to $55. And I believe we could get there by the end of 2026. The other thing I really like about Theta here on the monthly candlesticks is how much volume we have. You can clearly see that this entire period here has been steadily accumulated, and bigger players are buying as much as they possibly can. So yeah, my target by the end of 2026 is $55 per Theta. So now let's talk about my target for Theta by the end of 2029. So I believe Theta will continue to grow significantly all the way from now until 2029. Even though there will be corrections along the way up, as there always is, I believe Theta will be in a continuous uptrend all the way until 2029. Now, if you look right here, what I've done is I've taken the Fibonacci extension tool and I've measured the Bitcoin cycle and I've measured the Theta cycle. And what you can see here with Bitcoin went parabolic all the way to a new all-time high. And by using this comparison, we can get an idea of where Theta could go by the end of 2029. And what you can see here with Bitcoin went parabolic all the way up to the 16618 Fibonacci extension. In fact, it even hit the 17618 on some exchanges. And I believe that Theta by the end of 2029 could see all the way upwards of the 16618 Fibonacci extension, which would be $260 per Theta. So I see the future as being very bright for this coin. I believe investors will make a lot of money buying now and holding on through the bull market. And I believe we're all going to see massive profits and massive gains on this coin. So that's my view on Theta in the short term and in the bigger picture. My targets by the end of 2026 and my targets by the end of 2029. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I've made some changes to my website so it's a lot easier to see all of the different products that I offer, whether it's one-on-one coaching, a school community, a single coaching call, or mastermind coaching, lifetime VIP signals. I've simplified the website, so make sure you click in the description box below. So yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys in future videos and live streams. I love you. I appreciate you. And as always, stay profitable out there.